Hi again. Have you been following along on the 9 uh, personality type series for the Enneagram? Are you starting to recognize people in your life? People often, when they take the personality test, they'll go, oh, that's my mom, that's my dad, that's my husband. Sometimes it's like, yep, that was me, that nailed it. And then other times it's like, well, I could be this, I could be that. And that's when it's really important to hop on a call with me from my website, eileenhead.com, so I can verify that, because if you do not figure out your home type, then the information will not be accurate. You can only have one ego, one focus of attention, one core belief, one core need to feel loved. So it's important to figure that out going forward in your life and in your relationships. So today we are talking about the questioner, sometimes called the skeptic or the loyal skeptic. They are the most fear-based personality of the 9 types. And they live their life focusing on what might happen so that they can be prepared. They're always looking for safety and security. Some people would call them more negatives. They're always looking at the glass half full. They would say to you, we are realists. We are realists. We know these things can happen, and so we want to be prepared for them. They, as a child, they came to believe they grew up in a world where they lost trust. They maybe lost trust with their parents or the household, or something happened to them that they lost trust with the world. Therefore, they do have this hypersensitivity of looking outwardly to protect themselves of what might happen and losing trust. In order for questioner, you need to earn their trust before you're going to be in their circle of friends, whether you're going to be a partner for them. And that trust thing can be an issue throughout long-term relationships if the questioner does not do their own inner work. They're always questioning, can I trust them? Can I trust them? Is this real? They are very intuitive, they're trustworthy, they are exceptionally loyal friends. They may not have a whole huge group of friends, they may have a small group, but that group will be very, very loyal and supportive to each other. They are problem solvers because they're thinkers. Along with contemplators, they're also analytical, but can also be very doubtful, very accusatory and fearful. If they are single, this can create some real issues in the dating world. When you first meet them, they don't open up easily. They might go to their go-to humor. They have a wicked sense of humor, a very sharp sense of humor, funny, can poke fun at themselves, don't take themselves too seriously. But underlying that is that they're searching for that need for security, for safety. If you're in a relationship with a questioner, you will be in a very safe environment. Some of their patterns might be they leave the house and will say, is the door locked? Do I have my wallet? Did we shut the iron off? Always questioning. That can be very wearing on a partner until they understand that's just a pattern, until the questioner starts doing their own inner work. But it's their sense of humor that really brings out the fun in the relationship. If the partner is cohesive with that, if the partner starts to push back against, why are you always questioning? Am I not trustworthy? That's where things start to really, I am very trustworthy. Why are you questioning me? If you don't understand that's just part of their current wiring before growth, that can sometimes be real challenging in relationships. Their trustworthiness, their sharp sense of humor, in the workplace, they are one of the most valued personalities because they're loyal, they're reliable, they look out for the underdog, they look out for other people. People really generally like them unless they go too far into that negativism, the glass half full, the sky is falling, There's always something wrong with the world. If they get into those patterns, they can really take a downward spiral in their relationships and the people around them. When they do the work, they can still value that they have that always looking to their horizon. In corporations, you know, I'm going to be talking about the 7 optimisters next, the woohoo, life's great, rose-colored glasses, everything's positive. If that is your CEO, you need a questioner really in your management, because they are the personalities. Okay, if plan A doesn't work out, we have a plan B, we have a plan C, we have a plan D. They're already all planned out way ahead of time. They can go into any building and unconsciously they are cataloging in their mind, where are the doors if I need to go out, and is the roof safe? Safety and security comes up over and over again. I had one of the Enneagram teachers had a friend who knew someone who got out of 9/11. And the reason they got out of 9/11 was they were in their office, there was a person who was a questioner. And this ability of theirs to always be able to react quickly in situations, because they've always worked out ahead of time. If a crisis happens, what do they do? And he was able to lead them to a stairwell where they were able to get out and get out safely. Each of our personalities, we have incredible strengths. We also have challenges that trap us and trigger us and sabotage our relationships. And it's why I love the Enneagram so much, is we can compassionately look at them. Here's my strengths, here's my challenges. I'm going to take these challenges and I'm going to build them into strengths. And when I get triggered by one of these challenges, I'm going to know what my path of development is, what patterns I need to develop to overcome these challenges so that I can be the best person that I can be, the best partner, and have the best life where there is a whole lot less stress. Questioners can have a lot of stress in their life because they live from this continual fear-based pattern, but they can work beyond that and laugh at themselves even. My son, I have one of my sons who's a questioner, and I said, what happens when you get triggered? And he said, well, it's like my mind blows up and it goes in a whole bunch of different directions at the same time, so that I can figure out how to get myself back into where I feel safe and secure again. Isn't that amazing that when we start to realize all these things about people, what we show on the outside is not what's going on in the inside. And I would really encourage you to do Enneagram work, to do Enneagram studies. It's a passion of mine. I use it for all my coaching programs, whether for an individual to become the best person they can be, single to find and attract that ideal partner, or couples to take their relationship to a more connected, loving, deep level. Go to eileenhead.com. The personality test is free. Tell your friends about it. And there's a let's chat button that you can book a call with me. We can verify your personality type if you're still unclear, or I can help you understand. As I said in the previous video, we are living in quite a stressful environment right now with all sorts of challenges. I encourage you to invest in some self-development, some personal growth, learning the Enneagram, coming for coaching. I don't believe in long-term coaching, and it doesn't take long for people to understand their patterns and away they go. And anybody who's learned the Enneagram starts to do the Enneagram speak. Oh yeah, you're probably a type 2. I understand you now. Or, oh, I recognize that pattern and I can see why that person is struggling. I now know how to relate to that person and how to understand them compassionately. So eileenhead.com. Our 7th personality is the optimisters, the woohoo, life's an adventure, let's live it up. They'll be on the next video. Bye for now.